Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, I'm going to go through the Shimmer counter Shimmer series. The previous one is like 3 months ago, so I think this is a pretty good timing for me to update again because they added Zihe, they added Moriyama, and we have some Esper balance changes as well. And because we know that Dislyte is a turn-based game and it's also a team combination game as well, and it's also a strategy game. So it depends on what kind of Esper or what kind of team you fight. There's no one single team or one single Esper that can fight the whole PvP, just that it depends on how hard to counter that specific Esper, right? Because Dislyte is a turn-based strategy game. And before I start the draft, and let's go into a sponsor. Speaking of turn-based combat, I've recently checking out about Marvel Strike Force, and special thanks to Marvel Strike Force for sponsoring this video. Marvel Strike Force is a dynamic squad-based RPG that brings the Marvel universe to life, where players assemble powerful teams of Marvel heroes and villains to battle iconic enemies in epic battles with endless team combination and also strategic gameplay as a Marvel fan. I'm also very honored to get sponsored by Marvel. You can also use my link in the video description or scan my QR code at the top corner there to get the free character such as Artiar Harkness this month. In Marvel Strike Force, you'll be assembling heroes and villains from across the multiverse, including iconic characters like Iron Man, which is one of my favorite, and Wolverine as well. As you level up your roster, you dive into game modes such as campaigns, arena, and blitz. So for new players, there's an exciting bonus which you can unlock up to 17 characters within your first 30 days, including fan previous characters like Spider-Man and Captain America. And this month, there will be also a highly anticipated character coming to Marvel Strike Force, Blade, along with his team of Night Stalkers. But that's not all. To celebrate the Halloween season, use my link or scan the QR code to download the game to redeem the promo code Halloween to get the Zombie Iron Man and lots of other freebies, so don't forget to use my link in the video description. Alright, since we're done with the sponsor part, and now let's take a look here. So I think this 3 Esper is the one that is mainly discussed in the current meta now, because WEEEE is our main meta previously until Moriyama came out, but Moriyama can't really directly counter WEEEE. Moriyama can counter WEEEE, just that you know, the Moriyama's AI sometimes it just don't hit on WEEEE, then WEEEE will just break dance and kill Moriyama. So Moriyama will counter WEEEE, but WEEEE will also counter Moriyama. It really depends on can Moriyama survive or not. But now, since now Zihe is in the battle now, it will change the whole environment, which I will put it in at the end of the part there. It's about the team combination. Now it's just specifically for that Esper. So Zihe here is going to hard counter WEEEE without doubt, because you can't kill Zihe with WEEEE's damage. Like no WEEEE's damage is able to kill Zihe. But Moriyama can counter Zihe. But cause Zihe can only die from active turn, and Moriyama main damage output is from active turn. Like, yeah, the Moriyama passive will get absorbed by Zihe, but the main damage is still from Moriyama, and usually Moriyama's AI will target the lowest max HP currently, and most of the time, so let's say the timing, Zihe is really low HP already, then Moriyama AI will instantly target on Zihe, and if he is able to kill Zihe because it's his active turn. If your Moriyama can't kill Zihe, most probably it's because Zihe didn't die before, and you need Zihe to die and go get stone steady, then your Moriyama can only kill Zihe. So you can see here down we currently have like a triangle here, so we're gonna slowly add in the other Esper. So you can see the corner here we have GVG and Flex. So GVG is for the corner for Unas, because Unas is specifically very strong in GVG because of his speed leader buff, but in other content, if we are talking majority wise, I don't really think Unas is at the meta, so I'll just instantly put Unas at the GVG. We're not going to discuss about it. And then I'll put Cecilia here as a flex as well. Like, Cecilia can be fit into any kind of team, but not really that good. Depends on the Rezo, right? Even maybe until like Rezo 6, then Cecilia will be strong. But for most cases, that my audience and also including myself, I won't be considering Cecilia into the Shimmer meta thing. And then Everett as well, it depends on situation. Because Everett here, is countering, is racist towards the non-Shimmer. So but this discussion here, everyone is a Shimmer, so Everett won't be inside the discussion as well. Same into Nusi. So Nusi here can be fit into any team because Nusi doesn't have a specific team, but if you really use her, she can be a dispeller, she can be a CD up, she can be a AP push, AP down and AP pusher, all those stuff. It really depends on the team comp, but I don't think she's meta as well, so I'll put her in the flex. Then the rest here, I think they have their own position, so we can put into discussion. Alright, so now when we have all these three main Esper here, then let's put in one by one. So let's say I put Iki into the consideration. Okay, Iki here will get countered by Wuyu without doubt, because Wuyu breakdowns will kill Iki, right? And this is why Iki got dropped down from the meta so fast, is because after Iki instantly came out a Wuyu that will kill Iki, but Iki will able to counter Moriyama, but indirectly. So I will put this smaller color one. This is called the indirectly counter. Why am I saying it indirectly counter? So let's say your Moriyama is not R1. So you need your Moriyama to take the turn, which is kind of sometimes you need 4 turns, right? So let's say your fastest is Tolan. Tolan take the turn, and then you buffer, AP pusher, all those things. And then when Moriyama take his turn, maybe we'll get AP down by Iki, or maybe Iki will dispel the buff from Moriyama. Then your Moriyama will be naked without any buff, and he won't be that impactful. So Iki is soft counter to Moriyama, not hard counter. And Moriyama will also soft counter Iki, because Moriyama passive, when he take his action, the passive will randomly hit one target. And if you are so unlucky, Moriyama's passive can accidentally kill your Iki, even though you are in invincibility mode, because invincible mode, I mean, what's that called? The stealth mode. And then it's random damage, so it might able to kill Iki as well. So Iki is a soft counter to Moriyama, but Moriyama is also a soft counter to Iki. Then I would say Iki is a counter to Zihe, just because Zihe's damage is about max HP damage, right? And from what we tested this few days and from the test server, Iki will disable, will reduce max HP reduction and also put disease. And those disease will actually mess up Zihe's healing to her teammate, and then the buff reduction, the AP pushing thing, the max HP reduction will make Zihe die easily. So Zihe will always recover her HP to 100%. But because Iki's max HP reduction reduced Zihe's max HP to 50%. Now Zihe's HP can only recover up to 50%, and which means she can actually die easier. And Zihe can also counter Iki in a way, just because Zihe have AoE damage. And AoE damage here, even though AoE damage is not high enough to kill Iki, but is able to touch Iki. And also Zihe's S3 here will reduce the damage deal and also reduce the defense and also increase their damage taken, which means if Iki get AoE damage again, Iki will most probably die from the other AoE damage as well. So it's I would say now every Shimmer have their own specific counter or their soft counter, but it's not a hard counter, because you can look at the color here, it's not a hard counter color. So I put it into 2 kind of color. Then let's put in Petros into the discussion. Let me put it here. Okay, so Petros here is, I would say it's a hard counter to Iki, just because Iki team usually requires let's say something like maybes, something like the other protection. So Petros will be a hard counter to Iki. But then I don't think Petros is able to kill Wuyu, but Wuyu have the potential to kill Petros. So I would say Wuyu will counter Petros. Then can Petros counter Zihe? No, Zihe will not counter Petros. Petros will also not counter Zihe. So I don't think they have their own relationship there. Moriyama and Petros is a different thing as well. They can counter each other. They can also not counter each other. So I won't put them as a connection, because can Moriyama kill Petros? In a way, maybe. can Petros kill Moriyama? In a way as well. So, but they are not really into the counter path in my opinion, so I won't be putting direction for them. But I think Petros is more towards the team that Iki is using. Okay, next I'm gonna put in is gonna be Anna. So let's put Anna here. Okay, let's put Anna here. Okay, then Anna will get countered by Moriyama because Moriyama is multi-hit and is very pain. But Anna have a soft counter to Moriyama, which is, let's say your Anna is R2. And then your Moriyama S2 accidentally hit on someone, and then the Anna here accidentally trigger her R2 effect and accidentally poke your Moriyama, and your Moriyama die. But I won't consider that as a hard counter because it's just a chance, and it's not always gonna trigger because it depends on do you have the rainbow stack, and what if the S2 actually kills Anna, so Anna won't able to poke, and what if Anna poke didn't able to kill Moriyama, right? So I would say it's a soft counter instead of a hard counter. Then Anna will get hard counter by Zihe, just because most of the time I will say Anna is a special turn damage, is based because of the rainbow shield proc. All those special turns damage here will get absorbed by Zihe. Okay, will get absorbed by Zihe. But can Anna kill Zihe? In a way, yes, because if Zihe is soft enough to let Anna S3 on her active turn, your Zihe will die. But I won't consider that as a soft counter, because if that's considered as a soft counter, basically any kind of Esper is a soft counter against Zihe, because any active turn will kill Zihe if you are lucky enough, right? So I won't be putting that. And then I would say Iki is a hard counter against Anna as well. Anna cannot touch Iki, but Iki can touch Anna. So I'll put something like this as well. Then is Anna able to counter Petros, and Petros can counter Anna? Petros cannot counter Anna, but Anna have a chance to counter Petros. So I will put Anna here. Cause Anna technically Petros can't kill Anna, but Anna can slowly poke Petros until he died. So let me put it here because I can't really pull the arrow until here, or it's gonna be freaking messy. Alright. Then let's take in Raven now into the consideration. Now Raven, if we are just talking about Raven, right? In a way, Raven can kill Moriyama like instantly. If you take your action turn, if you take your action first, right? Raven can one-shot Moriyama before Moriyama take his action, because Moriyama is squishy unless the enemy Moriyama is R4, which I think most of my viewers won't encounter that situation. So Raven will soft counter him. Raven will soft counter Iki. Then I won't say direct counter because sometimes you can't kill Iki, but Iki can slowly kill Raven. And then Raven and Anna, I don't think I'm gonna put into a relationship, but I would say Zihe will counter Raven because Raven's main damage is from the pursuit damage. I think it's too big. Okay, never mind. I'll put another Zihe there, just to be easier. Alright, then I will say soft counter as well. Okay, because most of the time when we use Raven is because of her passive. So let's say you're playing a speed cliff team, you use Raven, and then Raven instantly cast passive, boom, they all die, right? Something like this. But because that is considered a special turn damage, Zihe here will help absorb most of the damage, unless you use Raven S3 to kill Zihe, something like that, right? But most of the time that won't be the situation, so I would put something like this. Alright, it's just based on my own opinion, based on my experience as well. So let me move it here, move it aside because there's no more space now. Okay, then I'll put a flex here. Okay. Alright, then let's continue here. Then the rest here, I'm going to put in Jiang Jiuli now. Right, let's put Jiang Jiuli here because since we have some Esper here, right? Jiang Jiuli can kill Wu Yu because Jiang Jiuli's true demon mode is a jump that can jump and kill Wu Yu. Wu Yu technically can kill Jiang Jiuli as well. But most of the time, I would say Wu Yu will kill Jiang Zhili. So I'll put somewhere here. Okay, is it a hard counter? Hard counter? Maybe not really. So maybe I'll put it like this. Okay, then Jiang Zhili will get hard counter by Anna. Jiang Zhili most of the time can't kill Anna, but Anna S2 can dispel Jiang Zhili and slowly poke him to death. And then Petros and Jiang Zhili, I think they are almost the same thing, so I won't put into the counter. Jiang Zhili have a soft counter against Iki because sometimes the demon jump might accidentally jump on Iki and Iki die. Okay, then I would say Moriyama is a hard counter to Jiang Zhili. Even Jiang Zhili in demon mode, Moriyama can instantly kill him as well. So I would say Moriyama will counter Jiang Zhili. Oh, the arrow is going to be so many arrow. Put it aside here like this. Okay, then Jiang Zhili will counter Zihe. Because Jiang Zhili demon mode is not a special turn. He go into demon mode, then he get a bonus turn. Then after that, Jiang Zhili will jump. His damage is he will only jump his damage when it is his active turn, when he take his turn. So his demon mode damage can actually kill Zihe, but also the same thing as Moriyama. It depends on can Jiang Zhili trigger the demon mode and kill Zihe when Zihe is on at least the stone steady buff. If Zihe don't have stone steady buff, she'll still revive once and get stone steady buff, and then see if Jiang Zhili able to kill her again or not, like jump on her again or not. Okay, then Champion here is okay. Champion here is also a flex. Taver here is also a very Taver here I won't put into consideration, just because Taver, if you really want to play Taver, it's more about manual. Like technically Taver can one shot Wu Yu. Technically Taver can one shot Zihe as well. But technically everyone can counter Taver. Taver also can counter everyone, so it's more about team comp. So I will put it aside, or maybe put it at GBG somewhere here. Okay, then the last one is gonna be Tolan. Let me see, where should I put? Okay, let me put it here. Alright, can Tolan fight Wu Yu? No, but Wu Yu can breakdance and kill Tolan. And Tolan cannot do anything to Wu Yu, Petros as well. Anna will kill Tolan. I would say Tolan is more like a team comp. Okay, wait, maybe I'll put Tolan into here as well. Like Tolan usually will be Tolan Raven here and Tolan Champion here into the team. Like these three should be together. Okay, then Tolan will have a special situation, which is if Tolan himself, if you put it as a role, his S3 can ban Zihe out of the battle. So I would say Tolan is able to counter Zihe, because if you manual the battle, you shoot Zihe out of the battle, then Zihe won't help you sponge the damage, and then let's say you Wu Yu breakdance, then everyone will die and left Zihe herself, and she can't really do anything. So I would say Tolan is a situation that can directly counter Zihe, just because he can ban Zihe out of the battle. So I think this is my own concept about the rock paper scissors about the Shimmer DPS, because most of them they are either DPS or they have their own main role for it. Then Taver is a special situation. Like in auto mode, I don't think most of the time Taver is very hard to be used in auto mode. I would rarely see Taver in beat bout as well. But maybe in point war, if you really manual your content, Taver have the chance to go for it. But if you manual your content, technically any kind of Esper here will die to Taver as well, because Taver damage is very, very high. Okay, so this is the base concept into the Shimmer counter. So let's go into more advanced. So what kind of more advanced is, I'm going to add in some of this kind of Esper here. This Esper here is considered more active into the current meta. Then so I'll add in the elemental as well, then I'll remove the Shimmer. Okay, so for this advanced one, right, I also can't cover every single team here, just that I'll also put in some team combination that I know that will affect to the current draft as well. So this is the remaining main draft. I would say that if we don't branch out to too many other Esper like Jiang Zhili or this Esper here, if we don't branch out, I would say this is kind of like the main draft as a triangle. Then after that, so let's say what kind of team can kill WEEEE, right? Is these three main true damage Esper, they have the ability to kill WEEEE in a way. Depends on their team as well, but they are the main counter against WEEEE as a true damage Esper from Sujie, Momo, and Jinchu. Okay, but Jinchu have a special situation, which is Jinchu will get hard counter by Artiar. So let's say I separate it up. It's not like 100% counter for this true damage Esper against Momo. It's also against your team comp. So but Artiar here will be a hard counter against Jinchu. This is for sure. Unless your Jinchu have your other teammate that can kill Artiar, or else most of the time the moment you put Artiar, your win rate is kind of like 90%, I would say. Alright, then Artiar in a way, if they are Jinchu WEEEE, then Artiar plus Sujie can kill her. Then Sakura is usually always with WEEEE as well, so I'll add WEEEE here. Alright, then more other choice. These two Esper here, not just also countering WEEEE, they also can counter Zihe, and Zihe can also counter them. Why would I say so? So Sujie S3 counter damage and also Momo counter damage will get damage absorbed by Zihe. But if they are not using counter damage, they are, let's say S3, the damage spread from Sujie is very pain, it can kill Zihe. The Momo's slash like S3 active from your active turn have the potential to kill Zihe as well. So cause I tested a lot in point war, a lot Momo that is very strong can actually kill Zihe, and Zihe stun cannot affect on Momo. So Momo most of the time is still able to kill Zihe because your damage reduced from your Zihe S3. It shouldn't affect Momo because it's a true damage Esper, so it should be safe. And Jinchu as well is also Esper that can also counter Zihe because Jinchu don't really rely on special turn. But I'm gonna pull the draft until there. But they are also like a two-sided way in my opinion. Okay, then for Moriyama here, I do see Mavis and Ollie combo can counter Moriyama a lot, especially in auto content, because Moriyama AI will make to target Mavis first, so it won't target on Ollie. So let's say Ollie protected Mavis, then from prevent die of his passive, then Moriyama will not get CD reset, and Moriyama will become useless Esper unless Moriyama team have like Moriyama with Petros or Moriyama with let's say Nusi or the other CD reset Esper. But most of the time when you put Petros here, Moriyama plus Petros is able to recounter this team. Okay, then another solid team is Zihe with Moriyama. So Moriyama's weakness, as I mentioned, is the AI, right? So sometimes you randomly hit the target that you don't want, or sometimes you accident your team. So let's say you put Chuyao and then use AoE damage, and let's say this WEEEE here is a R4 WEEEE with a full defender team. You'll instantly trigger WEEEE's breakdance, and it will instantly kill Moriyama. But putting Zihe here will let you have almost like a 99% chance to win against this team. But this team here, like I said, they are weak. Zihe here is very scared of active turn. So there's actually a chance. So let's say they make WEEEE team with Sakura, and then one more DPS Esper. So let's say they put Momo here, and then maybe they put Chuyao here as well to make it more secure. So let's say they have these 4 Esper together. They kinda able to soft counter against back this team here. But this team here can also soft counter against back as well. Depends on how the AI goes. So if the S3 from Moriyama at the start of the combat can instantly kill WEEEE, or maybe instantly kill Momo before Momo becomes strong, because Momo relies on her stack, right? So the longer the better it goes, the stronger the Momo is. But if Moriyama at the start of the combat, even though there's Chuyao here and your Moriyama able to one-shot Momo, then Momo team plus Chuyao team here will also get killed as well. I think this is one of the famous situation I see in PvP now. And then the other team here, I would say, is the Anomaly team that is for the meta meta Li Ling. Usually it's these three paired together, and these three paired together usually is able to kill Wu Yu team here as well. So I'm gonna put, oh, that's not enough space. Let me push this a bit. I would say these three Esper together is able to kill Wu Yu team, but you need Zihe. Zihe is needed into this team, so it will be something like this. Basically, you will notice that if you want to really counter on Wu Yu, you really need a Zihe in your team. Okay, then usually here you put a Chu Yao as well in this team. Alright, then this kind of team here, this Chu Yao, Momo, Suje team here, will get countered by Everett. Because Everett is a racist Esper, it will make your Shimmer Esper 100% crit on them. So if you put Everett here, it will bypass Chu Yao's passive, and maybe your DPS is able to kill Momo. So Everett is a special situation. Okay, then you can still spread a lot of branches out, to be honest, but I would say I will stop. Oh, okay, one more thing. Yuhime. So Yuhime one can kind of counter them as well. AoE damage. So Iki here will get AoE damage, and then here we'll get we'll get hamstruck and cannot do damage. But then Lu Shang here will counter Yuhime because of Lu Shang R2 effect, or the safeguard here will protect your team from getting hamstruck. But it's not like directly counter, but it's also a very good counter against Yuhime. But this is the direct counter. Like when I see Yuhime, I will bring out my R2 Lu Shang to re-counter back the state. Okay, so this is more the complicated draft one. So that's actually a lot of different counter for each team now, until like me myself, I'm also very hard to really build a PvP team. So I usually rely on other people's idea as well, and then I learn from their idea. Then I will make guides or increase my own knowledge. Then I'll try to tune my team around their idea. So it really depends on how your server environment and your PvP environment, your tier, different tier have different meta, and you know, like when you're at point war 16, maybe you won't be facing this complicated point war, but the higher tier you go, the more different team you can encounter, and every team they have their own different counter, which makes the game fun. So I can't really cover everything as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Jen MP, Molkert Regally, the Bluish Lane, Kemi, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Code Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Von Hexa, Antonio Winterspoon, Marlene Williams, Uncle Chat, Eric Mendes, Im Cragren, Riku Fred X Iris, Calamity, Jordan Alons, Rocco Stan Zenons. Thank you so much for the support. And that's not all. Also special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. So special thanks to Ziggy, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Johnny. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.